Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. My name is John, your host as always, and I hope you're all doing well as I always do. This is the preview of West Ham's second home game, first London derby of the 21-22 Premier League season, with a visit of Crystal Palace to the London Stadium, live at 3 o'clock kickoff in the Premier League. So, and as a result of it, guys, it's not going to be broadcast on telly, so life is finally getting back to normal. As always, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, guys, as you can see from the icon that's up here, along with Admiral and Umbro, Claret and Blue, track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, I'll be sending directly onto Iron Supporting Food Banks. So go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt, guys. If you, depending on what you're purchasing, you'll be saving between 5 and 15 quid off what the club shop are currently charging you. And your commission will be going to those in the Newham area that are helping those that are less fortunate, because I'll be donating the money to Iron Supporting Food Banks, the charity within the Newham area that are helping those in the Newham area that are reliant on food banks. So grab yourself a really nice retro shirt, guys. Save yourself a few quid, and you'll be going to help those that are less better off than you and I, shall we say. For this game, I will be doing another full-time thoughts video. As unfortunately the Wi-Fi from the London Stadium and the O2 signal within the stadium was absolutely terrible during the game. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Thank you to everybody that's been watching that video that I did last night, or Monday night, depending on when you're watching this, for the Leicester game. Elation is not a bigger word to describe how we're all feeling. We're all still on cloud nine. It wasn't a dream. At the time of this recording, after 2 games, West Ham are top of the league. Sound a bit John Motson then for some random reason. As you can hear, my throat isn't fully recovered from last night. It is better, but yeah, great to be back at the London Stadium anyway. The referee for this game is Stuart Atwell. His assistants are Dan Cook, Harry Leonard, and the 4th official is Michael Salisbury. On VAR is Graham Scott, and his assistant is Simon Long. Atwell was the referee against Wolves and Leicester. Wolves and Spurs, I should say. And he gave 5 yellows during that game over when the Spuds won that 1-0 at the Molineux. So maybe he's a little bit card happy. We'll have to wait and see, but you never know. Now, the last 6 home games against Palace show us we've won 2, drawn 3 and lost 1. We haven't beaten them at home since December 2018 with that 3-2 game with goals from Snodgrass, Hernandez and Felipe Anderson, all of which are no longer Hammers, as we all know. Ex-Arsenal's manager Patrick Vieira has taken over from Roy Hodgson, so last season is wiped clean to a degree in terms of how they've been playing, how Palace have been playing. Palace finished 14th last season, and their away form was 1-6, drawn 3 and lost 10, with an average of 1.31 points per game. They averaged to score 1.11 games away from home and conceded 1.79 goals per game. They had 11% clean sheets of every fixture, so it's once every 2.09 games. They failed to score 42% of their away games last season, so once every 7.98 games, so basically every 8th game. 40% average possession per game, 10.42 shots taken per match, and 11% conversion rate per match as well. On the road, they committed 10.63 fouls last season per game, 11.32 fouls conceded, 2 penalties won in 19 games and 2 conceded in 19 as well for that matter, 13.45 free kicks awarded per game. Now, last season, their preferred formation was 4-4-2, which was under Hodgson, with the odd 4-3-3 here and there, and Patrick Vieira seems to be carrying on that tradition so far this season. So, you know, obviously there was the 0-0 with Brentford at the weekend just gone. Bit of a come down for Brentford, I suppose, but just the right sort of thing for Palace at the same point. Last season, once again, it's no surprise that Wilfried Zaha was their highest goal scorer with 11 goals and 2 assists, followed very closely by Christian Benteke with 10 goals, and former alleged summer target from the season summer before last, last summer I should say, Eze with 4 goals and 6 assists. Now, as we know, former Hammer Cheku Kouate is still playing with Palace. He played in defence against Chelsea, but for the Brentford game, he was in the midfield for that 0-0 draw. So we're welcoming him back. Of course, he's a player that I don't think we should have got rid of, but he's a player that I really, really love to watch. You know, very, very good player. Players that I think we need to be looking out for, of course, is going to be Wilfried Zaha, Christian Benteke, Jordan Ayew, Ward and Schlupp as well, for that matter. You know, they are 2 really tricky players to play against. Palace's style of play is attack down the left. They play with short passes and enjoy playing with width. They like to play in their own half and have a non-aggressive way of playing, but they are poor at keeping possession. Finishing as well, for that matter, as we talked about just a few minutes ago. They are poor at defending the wing attacks and set pieces, and they are terrible at defending against long shots, aka long balls, and they are terrible at avoiding fouling in dangerous areas. Now, guys, as we know, one of our weaknesses over the last couple of games, not there is any really real weaknesses, but our weakness is wing attacks. They're crap at defending wing attacks, and so are we. So that'll be an interesting one. It's definitely going to be come down the flanks for both games. For both teams, I guarantee it in this game. PremierInjuries.com are showing long-term injuries to attacking midfielder Elise with a lower back injury. Maybe back mid-September, but it doesn't look like he's going to be back for this. Attacking midfielder Eze and centre-back Ferguson are out with Achilles tendon injuries, and the defensive midfielder Milojevic, I think you pronounce that, has been rested for the last couple of games for personal reasons. Is he leaving? We'll have to wait and see, of course. Now, guys, at the time of this recording, we were at 1,875 subscribers. So the target is another 20 subscribers as soon as possible, quite frankly. It'd be nice to get to 1,895 by the end of the month. Can't really see it. So it'd be nice to try and get 1,895 by the international break, which is coming up very soon, by the way. So if you're enjoying this video, and any of the other content as well for that matter, then by all means, please do click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And also please do share this content and like this video if you're enjoying it. Because at the end of the day, guys, the more the merrier, quite frankly. And it's nice to see some new people interacting in the comments as well. So thank you very much for you guys for engaging. If you haven't already done so, please do subscribe. Now, I did say in the Leicester preview that it would be a special night if Antonio breaks the record as all-time highest Premier League goal scorer for West Ham. And boy, did he. 2 fantastic goals on Monday night against Leicester. Let's not take out the equation that the brilliant setup between Ben Rama and Fornals for the first goal, and also, you know, Ben Rama's goal that Antonio set him up for the second in the second half. It was a beautiful game, a beautiful performance, and we beat Leicester 4-1. Tricky situation with the defending, as it always is with West Ham. You know, lapses of concentration for a few seconds, and bam! It did look like the game was being paused a little bit to check for handball, but nothing was really given. So, yeah, elated to say the least. Now, there's only one change to the PremierInjuries.com website as of the time of this recording in terms of West Ham injuries, and that's Winston Reid, who's out with a knee injury. So we are still missing Masuaku. Now, guys, this leads us on quite nicely to my predicted side for the starting 11. Now, of course, it was unchanged on Monday from the Geordie game the Sunday beforehand, 8 days before. And of course, guys, again, it's going to be unchanged today for this Saturday's game as well. So, but as always, guys, this is this is the starting 11 that I know is going to go out. Not the ones that I'm thinking about as should be going out, that is going out.
Fabianski in goal, with a back four of Soufal, Dawson, Ogbonna and Creswell. Souček and Rice in the defensive midfield, with Bowen, Fornals and Benrahma in the attacking midfield positions supporting Antonio up front.
So thank you very much for your time, guys. If you're new around here, as I said, please do subscribe. Just remember, for those that are taking your e-tickets, make sure, and you're doing it on either Apple Pay or Google Pay, have your phone upside down so you can scan it, because it was a 15 to 20 minute wait on Monday night to try and get people through the tickets, so which is ridiculous. Hopefully things will get better from that, but remember, if you're doing it, have it in your wallet. It's the better, your phone wallet is better. Otherwise, print off the ticket, because some people were trying to do a combination of both, and I genuinely think that's what was preventing everybody from getting in on time. So guys, thank you very, very much for your time. As always, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know what you're thinking on the score results going to be. I'm thinking I'm getting carried away with this, with the 2 wins from 2 so far, but I genuinely think that we can get 9 points as of the end of this weekend. I do genuinely think that we can beat Palace. I really, really do. Now, we will be heading into this game maybe second or third, because Man City play Arsenal at the 12:30 kickoff before us, but either way we'll be in a very, very secure position. We could potentially go back to the top of the league if we get the 3 points and a decent goal return as well, for that matter. So in the meantime, guys, look after yourselves, take care, and I will see you very, very soon for the full-time thoughts on Saturday afternoon. All the best now. Take care.